Hey guys, me and Kamal, I'm gonna be explaining the 5.1 and so on for the finals. By the way, question 1 won't come. My miss told me. Okay, question 2, easy. It's very easy. You can divide 2 for all, so it becomes integral of 150 x squared plus 12x. Okay, and then it will be 150 x3 over 3 plus 12x2 over 2 plus c. So this one and this one becomes 50 x3, and then this becomes 6x squared plus c, and it's very simple. Okay, question number 3. Okay, first of all, integral of negative 8x. Integral of negative 8x dx. Easy. Take the negative 8 outside because it's a constant, so x dx, and it becomes negative 8 times x squared over 2. Simplify, so this becomes minus 4. So minus 4x squared, and that's your answer. And plus c in the end, don't forget. Okay, that's part A. Now part B. They gave us the integral of 12 m minus 2 all cubed x cubed dx. They said let m be a constant, so you can take it out. So basically all of this is a constant, so now you can take it out. So 12 m minus 2 all cubed integral of x3 dx. So this becomes now 12 of m minus 2 all cubed of times x4 over 4, and then plus c, and then the 4 you can cast it to the 12, so now it becomes 3 m minus 2 to the power of 3 x4 plus c. So 3 m minus 2, 3 up there and 4 up there. See, it's easy. Okay, and for the last part, let me just delete all of this here. Okay, so for part C, they let y is 2x squared. So basically 3y cubed over x will become, since y is this, you can replace it in y. So the integral of 3 times 2x squared all to the power of 3. Okay, so now let me remove the integral. Let me just solve it now normally. So it'll be 3, so 2 to 2x2 to the power of 3, which is 3 times x5. So it will be 8x5, and then 8x5 times the 3. So it become 24x5, the up, okay, over x, and then forget the integral. And now, since 24 is a constant, first you can cancel this and this. So now it becomes, and 24 is outside, so 24x4, okay? 24x4. Oh, no, my bad. This is 6. Then that's 3 times 2. Not it's not addition. 6. Oh, my bad, guys. 6. So 6 here, and then next here, so it becomes 5. And then you have to add 1. So because you need to do under derivative, so 24x6 over 6. You can divide by divide, so it will become 4x6. 4x6 and plus c in the end, and that's it. Okay, question number 4. So first of all, the acceleration of a particle moving in a straight line is t is given by this. If t equals 0, the velocity is what? To find, okay, they gave us the acceleration. To find the velocity, we do the, look, basically the displacement is x, right? And velocity is v. We did this in physics. So to find the displacement, okay, the x will be equal to v prime, okay, and v will be equal to a prime. Yani, when you do the antiderivative of a, so you can put it back, it will become the velocity. And if you do the antiderivative again for v now, because you found v doing the antiderivative, you'll find the displacement. So for 12t minus 2 Okay, so now do the derivative, antiderivative, so 12t squared over 2 minus 2. So now it is 6t squared minus 2. 6t squared minus 2 plus c, by the way. And since they told you in plus 2t minus 2t, since they told you in at t equals 0 and the velocity is equal to 3, so this is now equal to v, right? And plus c. So now since you have v as 3 and t is 0, so you can replace. So 0 minus 0 plus 8 is equal to v. V will be equal to... No, that's not 8 أصلا, it's c. It's c plus c is equal to v, which is 3. So here c will be equal to 3. So you found your total equation, 6t squared minus 2t plus 3. You found your velocity. To find out the displacement, you do the antiderivative again. So for this antiderivative, it will become 6t3 over 3 minus 2t2 over 2 plus 3t plus c is equal to x, and then they gave, which is s here in this question, they gave you it as s, so it's 1 and t is 0. So now this one will be equal to 1. Okay, so now t is 0. So this one here basically is 2t3 minus t2 plus 3t plus c is equal to 1. At t equals 0, so 0 minus 0 plus c is equal to 1. So c is equal to 1. So the last one will be 1. Exactly. Okay, moving on to question number 5. This is easy. Integral of 49x squared radical x, which will become 49x squared times x1 over 2. And then since you have the same base, you can add their exponents. So 2 plus 1 over 2, which is 5 over 2. So the integral of 49 of x 5 over 2 is your final one. Now you do the antiderivative. So you add 1 on the other and you take 49 as a constant outside, times x 5 over 2 plus 1, which is 7 over 2. So 7 over 2 here and 7 over 2 here. You can simplify this, so it becomes now 14 times x 7 over 2, and then which is 14. You don't have to do it yourself because they already did it here. Just put the number in. Okay, question number 6. So here what you can do is just times everything, so you can make into one big equation, or you can do u times v, but the better is just do them into one whole equation and then you can simplify all together. So here it becomes 8x3 minus 16x squared plus 16x squared (16x cubed) 8x cubed minus 16x squared plus 16x squared minus 32x plus 24x minus, and 16 times 3 was 48. Okay, so that's your integral. So you can simplify by doing 8x3 minus plus, so this goes minus 32 plus 24. Minus 32 plus 24 is minus 8, so minus 8x minus 48, and then do the antiderivative. So now it will be 8x4 over 4 minus 8x2 over 2 minus 48x plus c. There's a plus c in the end. So now this will become 2x4 minus 4x2 plus 48x plus c. Is it correct? 2, 4 minus, my bad guys, it's minus from the start, so it's minus here. Minus 48x plus c. Oh, and it's not here. Yeah, plus c. Okay, now for part b, so you can simplify the 3 or the x. So this now the new equation becomes, let me just erase this. So now it becomes integral of 9x2 plus 6. It's in the printer, open. Plus 6. So now you do the antiderivative. Which is 9x3 over 3 plus 6x. So it becomes 3x3 plus 6x plus c in the end. Just give me 1 second. Okay, that is question number 6. Moving on to question number 7. So now integral of 40x of this. 40x of 2x minus 1 all squared. 2x squared minus 1. Okay. So here you let u is equal to 2x squared minus 1. So here dx will be equal to du over 4x, okay? And then for x equals to 0, u will be equal to what? For x equals to 1, u will be equal to what? Because 0 and 1 here. So for x equals to 0, u will be equal to minus 1, and for x equals to 1, it will be 1. So minus 1 and 1. Okay, so your new one becomes integral from minus 1 to 1 40x over u squared times du over 4x. You can simplify this in this, so it becomes 10, and then 10 is a constant, so 10 is outside. Minus 1 u minus 2 du, because you moved it up, that's why it's minus 2. Now you add 1, so 10 times u minus 1 over minus 1 of minus 1 and 1. So before substituting the 1, just times the 10, so and the u becomes down, so it becomes 10 minus 10 over u, and yeah, that's it. Minus 1. And then so you can replace minus 10 over minus 1 minus 10 over 1. So this basically becomes 10 plus 10, which is equal, because 10 here the cancels, and then minus, so it becomes plus. So 10 plus 10 is 20. And that is your final answer. How much questions is it? 10 questions. Give it a second, it's loading. God damn. Okay, question number 8. So here they gave us the integral of this x over, okay. So for part A, it's basically the same thing as x over 5x squared plus 1 or to the power of 1 over 2 times dx, okay? So what you can do is, you can now let, how did they do it? Apply the method of substitution. It's okay, you do the substitution. So u is equal to 5x squared plus 1, okay? So dx will be equal to du over 10x. Okay, so now it becomes the integral of x over u to the power of 1 over 2 times du over 10x. The x can cancel out, and then it will become 1 over 10 times u minus 1 over 2, okay? And then the constant goes outside, and then you add, so minus 1 over 2 plus 1, so it's u 1 over 2 over 1 over 2, and then you do 1 over 10 times 1 over 2, 1 over 10 times 1, يعني 1 over 1 over 2, 1 over 1 over 2. which is 1 over 5. So now you have 1 over 5 times u 1 over 2, which is basically now u 1 over 2 over 5. See, we are very close. Over 5, and then you have u as this. So you can just do it as the equation that you found first. So now it becomes radical of, because u is, we found u at the start, which is this. So 5x squared plus 1. So 5x squared plus 1 over 5 plus c. And that's your final answer for part A, okay? And now for part B, what do they want? Okay. Of course, we do a substitution here as well. So let me just resolve this. So basically, what you do is now u is equal to 8x3 minus 3 dx will be equal to du over 24x squared. Okay, so now, and by the way, this is, let me just remove this. This is u times v. So you have to check at the start. So uv. So u is equal to 4x squared. Okay. U prime is 8x. V is equal to 8x3 minus 3 all to the power of 7. And then the derivative of that is 7 times 8x3 minus 3 to the power of 6 times the derivative, which is 24x squared. Okay. Now you do u prime v times v prime u. So u prime v 8x times 8x3 minus 3 all to the power of 7 plus v prime u, which is 7 times 8x3 minus 3 all to the power of 6 times 24x squared times 24x squared times 4x squared. Okay, why is it so long? Wait, you don't have to do all of that. My bad, guys. Forgot what I just did. It's u substitution blend, because they want us to use a u substitution, because مستحيل the answer comes this in the end. Okay, so let's just continue. So the integral of this, is 4x3 over 3. So it's 4 over 3x3. That's the derivative of that. And now for this, u is equal to... No, before you do that. خلنا نشوف مين. Okay, let's just take u equals to 8x3 minus 7 dx will be equal to du over the derivative, which is 24x squared. Okay, خلاص, we found it. So now integral of 4x squared times u to the power of 7 times du over 24x squared. Cancel this and this. So it becomes 1 and... So this becomes 6 here. Okay, and then this is 1 يعني, for now it's u7 times 1 over 6 du, and then 1 over 6 is a constant, so 1 over 6 outside, u7 du, and then 1 over 6 times u8 over 8, and then 1 over 6 times this one, so this is basically u8 over 48. You have this, and then you know that u is this at the start, so just replace u by this, and that power is 8. That's it. Question number 9. Okay, now this is very easy. x7 over 7 plus c, and this is move it up, so it becomes integral of x minus 2, and then it becomes x minus, without the integral sign, x minus 1 over minus 1. Oh, it's 3, not 2. 3. So now it becomes x minus 2 over minus 2 plus 1 plus 1 minus 2. Okay. Oh yeah, then I don't know why they just move it down. They move it down there, so it becomes now, and then you leave the minus up. So minus 1 over x squared, because, and then times 2 that goes down. That's it, plus c. And then for part c, integral of this, so it's x1 over 2 times x of 2 over 3. And then since they are the same base, you can add their exponents. So 1 over 2 plus 2 over 3, which is 7 over 6. So integral of 7x, 7 over 6. 7 over 6, okay? Okay, now, what you can do is this one, what is called the antiderivative, the integral يعني. So 7 over 6 plus 7, 7 over 6 plus 1, which is 13 over 6. So now it becomes 13 over x to the power of 13 over 6 over 13 over 6. Okay, plus c. And then they want it in this form. Wait, they want us to do... Yeah, when you solve it and you'll get the answer at the end like this. Just move the 13 over 6 up there, becomes 6 over 3, and then you simplify the x of to be in a radical with base 6 and the x to the power of 13 inside, and you solve it, simplify it like this, and it becomes like that, then plus c in the end. Okay, question number 10. Should I do this? I've been doing it for the whole exam, just use substitution, okay? If you have any question about it, just tell me. Okay, so we finished now 5.1. Let's move on to 5.3. Okay, so starting 5.3, they want the... Okay, this won't come, trust me. Understood. Okay, so since they want the area, okay, you do the, what's it called? The area under the reason, which is... So here it is 0 to 4, right? So now, and this in the negative. So it becomes the integral, negative outside, 0 to 4 of this same equation. So you take your calculator, you do the integral, negative integral from 0 to minus 4, 0 to 4, I mean, of x to the power of 3 over 4 minus 2 to the 2 times x to the power of 3 over 2. You put it in your calculator and you'll get the answer as, give me a second, 9.6. Okay, so you got the answer 9.6. When you get 9.6, they want it in this way. So you do equal to k over 5 times by 5, so find k. So times 5, it is 48. So 48 over 5 is the answer. Okay, question number 3. The area, okay. So here they gave the area of the region is closed by these two lines. First of all, you have to find the x, the values of x. So you put them first equal to each other. Plus 8 is equal to minus x plus 4. Move it there and move them both there. So it becomes x squared minus 5x plus 4. Okay, and then when you put it on the calculator to find the values of x, you will get 1 minus 5 and 4. You'll get x equals to 4 and x equals to 1. So now it will be the integral from 1 to 4 of... Now you have to see which one is the biggest. Yani. So from 1 and 4, let's take 2 for example, for x equals to 2. Now replace x2 in both equations. So here 2, it will become 4 minus 12 plus 8, which is 0. And if you replace 2 here, so minus 2 plus 4, so 4 minus 2 is 2, Which one is greater? This. So you start by this. So you do minus x plus 4 minus this equation. X squared minus 6x plus 8 with a negative sign. So the integral of 1 to 4, it becomes minus x plus 4 minus x squared plus 6x minus 8. Now just replace it all in the calculator, or you can just continue simplifying and it. So if you put it in the calculator, so integral 1 to 4 of minus x, everyone just do 1 to 4 minus x squared plus 5x minus 4. Put this on the calculator, so minus x squared plus 5x minus 4, 5x minus 4, and I got 9 over 2, and the answer is 9 over 2. Question 4. So now, okay, they gave us from minus 1 and 6. There's another value. So here let's do, when you do the equation, you get x equals to minus 1, x equals to 4. We already have minus 1, but you don't have 4, so 4. Now we have two intervals. So you do the integral from minus 1 to 4 of the equation, okay, plus the integral from 4 to 6 of the equation. So the first one, you get 125, by the way, absolute value, yani, 125 over 6 plus, and then when you do 6 over 6, 4 to 6 of the equation, which is x squared minus 3x minus 4 38 over 3, then you add it by 125 over 6, and you'll get 67 over 2, and that's your final answer. Question number 5. Okay, here they gave us the area of this. Y squared is equal to x minus 8, and the lines of y equals 1. So now just find it in terms of x, yani just move the 8, so x will be equal to y squared plus 8. And then on the calculator, so integral from 1 to 3 of y squared plus 8. In the calculator, just replace y by x, and you get the answer of 74 over 3. Yep, it's very simple. Question number 6. Okay, let's see here. So we have 2 and 5. Now let's see. First, we check if there's any extra values we need to know. So minus 1, 3, and minus 2. So we have 2 and 1. 2, x equals to 2, and x equals to 1. So we already have 2 and we have 5, right? And now we found 1. We don't take 1 because خلاص 1 is not between them. If it was between this, so we just do now the integral of 2 to 5 of the equation minus x squared plus 3x minus 2 plus 3x minus 2. So now we do integral from 2 to 5 of minus x squared plus 3x minus 2. You get 27 over 2, and don't forget absolute value, so 27 over 2. Okay, question number 7. How much? 7 questions. Okay, I also just checked, and question 7 won't be coming. Okay, so now moving on to question 8 immediately. We have this. We have from this to this and this to this. So if we have from 0 to 2 is in the positive sense, so it's positive, of course. Okay, so positive of the equation x minus x squared over 2, and then dx minus y minus, because this is in the negative sense, from 2 to 3. So the integral to 2 to 3 of this equation, you put it in the calculator and you get 4 over 3. Okay, question number 9, last and final question. So here, don't so write the area enclosed, not because it's intersecting is 64, this is a coincidence, okay? To see which one and how to solve it, first find the x's. So you put them equal to each other, okay? Divide by x here, divide by x here. X squared will be equal to 16. X will be equal to plus or minus 4, okay? Oh no, no, my bad. Or wait, there's this way, which is x3 minus 16x. You take it, x as a common factor, so x squared minus 16. Oh yeah, the same thing. So x equals to 0, and you have x equals to positive or negative 4. So you have 0 and positive or negative 4. And now what you do is, you have to see which one is, give me a second, let me see if I'm correct. So minus 1 4 of... Okay. So now we don't take negative 4. Why? Because see, this is in the positive. It's all in the positive. So we take integral from 0 to 4. But which one do we write first? So you take from 0 to 4. Let's take, let's say 2. Okay, let's just split by 2. So 2 to the power of 3 and 16 times 2. So 2 to the power of 3 is 8 and 16 times 2 is 32. This one is greater than this, so we start with 16x. So it will be now 16x minus x3. Put in the calculator, you'll get 64. And that's your final answer, okay? I hope you understood chapter 5.1 and 5.3. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me.